start. Okay, Arul, do you know anything about SAP?
Yeah, so basically SAP is like so ERP.
Mm-hmm.
So as we know that so ERP is like so enterprise resource planning. Everything will be done in one place.
Mm-hmm.
So from so material management tools so till the production. So
Mm-hmm.
including like HR and everything. Just like so ERP.
Okay, fine. So I'll just going through some briefly. I'm going through about SAP. Then later we'll see the other model like the security and GRC later. Okay, so today
Yeah,
we are
sure.
going to discuss about all about SAP software company. Okay, what is exactly? So SAP stand for System, Application and Products in Data Processing. Okay, and
Okay.
so here now we'll see what exactly the system means. Okay, example, the system is refers to a set of integrated component. So we can see there are many component for the system, but here the system in the sense like all the system plus all the servers we are working. Okay, the hardware component, software component, the people and process we are in, process in the sense business process, so working together to achieve a common goal or the function, that is called a system. Okay, we are telling the education system is not good, education system is good, right? So education in the sense only not the chalkboard and board. Okay, not the chalk and board. The education in the sense all the teachers, all the staffs, all the infrastructure of the school, everything will comes in the system. Okay, and the strategies you are using to educate the childrens, so all the things will comes under the system. So here the system in the sense all the hardware, software, people, business process, all are including the one system. Now what do you mean by application? Application, like for example, application in the sense like we are using many application in our mobile, right? So here also we are using many applications. So here the applications like software program designed to perform a specific function or set of function. So here you are also going to call uh, like the applications what we are going to see in our mobile. Okay, now do you know various department in manufacturing company? As you told me right now, there are many departments are working in the company. There we can see many departments in the company. For example, like sales department, finance department, HR department, production department, metal management department, right? So here we can see many applications. So these are in the form of applications. Okay, so here application in the sense the SAP providing a different application for different business process. Okay, example, finance controlling, FICO is finance and controlling, financial accounting and controlling. S&D, sales and distribution, metal management, production planning, plant maintenance, quality management, project system, human resource. There are many applications are there. The the SAP building the applications to provide a solution for the business process. Okay, just a moment. Now, what do you mean by products? What do you mean by products in SAP? Products refers to the software solutions or modules that SAP sells to business to handle different business process. For example, see, there are different kind of industry in our market. Like we can see travel and tourism, oil and gas, hospitality, healthcare and life science, retail, manufacturing, logistics, transportation, education, banking, real estate. There are many kind of industry are there, right? So for this kind of industry, for this kind of business process, the SAP providing a different solution for the different industry. Okay, for that reason they are building a different product. For example, SAP ECC and SAP S4 HANA. SAP S4 HANA because now they are using their own database S4 HANA. So that's the reason they they migrated to S4 HANA cloud basis. Then SAP Business One, SAP Business by Design. See, these are all like the applications or products which are designed to provide a solution to the different industry. Example, here you can see SAP Ariba. Like this will give a special solution for the procurement solution. Like if the company is like they are into warehouse management, they are giving this kind of solution. Like SAP Success Factors, this is created meant for like for HR and talent management. So these are the products of the SAP. Okay, so again like we have like SAP security in ECC and SAP GRC in S4 HANA Fury we are going to learn in next session. Okay, now what do you mean by data processing? So data processing is means the collection, manipulation, and analysis of the data to produce a meaningful information for decision making. Because for example, if I show an image, see these are the different type of the data we are getting from the different sources. The data are different, the sources are also different. But we are going to make it simple so that even we can easily analyze those data. We can easily use those data. Okay, so that is called data processing. That we are getting many data, we are getting data from many sources, but utilizing those data and using those data in systematic manner, that is a data processing. Okay, this is also like an example. We can see, like we can see some kind of the tables, or some pie graph and all. This kind of images show the exactly the report of any kind of business process or any kind of report I want to see. So this data will show. This is called a data. See this bar graph, pie chart graph, these graph are making through the data. So they are processing the data so that from this we can analyze the data. Okay, now SAP is a company started in the year 1972. Okay, the location is Waldorf, which is in Germany. So Germany software program company. It is an European based company. So one of the major company from European based is SAP. Okay, now also they are the leader in the market. Now who started this SAP company? There are 5 IBM employees started SAP company, like Wallernathar, Hector, Hop, Platner, and Richira. So actually, they are the 5 IBM employees. They wanted to start their own business, and they wanted to introduce a new software to the world, which acts like a ready-made package to every business. Earlier, see, for every business solution, there are different kind of packages. For example, you know very well about Tally. The Tally is they are
Yeah,
giving solution only for accounts.
accounting.
Yeah, accounts earlier, but now also the Tally also become ERP. Okay, but when they started, they are giving only solution to the accounts only. So like that, for every business problem, for every business, they are using a different kind of software. So now they introduce one package. So the package is like they can give solution for all the department. Okay, all the applications. That's the reason. This is the the reason they are started the company in as a SAP. Okay, now SAP is like enterprise resource planning, as you told you. Okay, ERP
Mm.
stands for enterprise resource planning. So enterprise is like it could be like huge business organization, and resources are like money, manpower, material, machinery, marketing methods. So planning means we effectively utilization or optimum utilization of the resources, so that this is the simple definition of ERP. Okay, so why ERP? Now we are going to talk about what is the concept of ERP, why they want to introduce ERP to the world, what is the purpose behind to introduce SAP with ERP feature. This we are going to see now. For example, see these are the okay. Before that, I want to show you on here. For example, see we have different departments. Okay, we have different departments. So what happens earlier? Suppose if I'm see this is just assume that this is our sales. This is our sales department, and this is our finance department. Or this is just assume inventory, and this is our example finance example. Okay. Suppose if I get any kind of sales order, for example, 10 quantity. So once I get this order, again manually I need to go this department, and I need to tell that okay, I got the 10 inventory. So on the basis of this order, they are going to they are going to reserve, and they are going to release this order manually. They need some kind of approval. So earlier approval. Okay, only then he can do. So once the inventory is coming out or is updated, again the information is going to pass manually to the finance department. Okay, so manually they are doing everything earlier. So before ERP. Okay, this is what the before ERP, the concept of the business. But when they introduced this ERP, they are different, as you told, they are different department like sales, production, logistic, billing, finance, metal management, everything. So they are now integrated. They are integrated so that whenever I do any kind of sales order, whenever I'll get the sales order, immediately the data will be I can see immediately data will be affected in other department. I can immediately see what exactly the inventory I am having now, how much it is reserved. Okay, so this for that reason they introduce the ERP. Now for example here, business without ERP, what happens here? The customer calls to place order for a car. Example, without ERP I'm talking about. Customer calls to order for a car. The second step is what? The second step is this. Okay, the sales department manually going and updating the inventory. Again it going the passing to the production planning. Everything is doing. Again production planning. Suppose if the metal is not there, they want to produce this metal, again they are going to procure this material. So they are asking to the purchasing department to purchase the material. Okay, so everything will be doing how they are doing manually before that. Okay, this is what, for example, this is a blur one. So see, complete request in Excel. So they are printing and getting sign off. Then it is going to manager for approval. Then the financial manager will approve. Then it manually entering in the ERP. So now the purchase is launched. This is the process before. Okay, this is manually they are doing. Okay. Okay, now what kind of solution the ERP provides to business enterprises? The same thing, like they are providing different, like inventory management, purchasing, CRM also, like CRM, finance, payroll, HR. Okay, there are many solutions they are providing. The same thing, this is also same thing. Here one thing is, like here after ERP, in this image you can see these all departments are not integrated, not connected. Okay, that's why I need to make some manually, but here all departments are integrated. So whenever whenever I get any kind of sales order, I can see the inventory level. I can see that will be the value of the inventory is reduced. I can see in the finance department. Okay, if I hire any employees, I can see the the salary and all things in the finance. Okay, everything will be integrated, and every time whenever the transition will happen, I can do the effect in every department immediately. Okay, this is also the same thing. Okay, what is ERP? Allows to integration all the operation units such as human resource, manufacturing, sales, marketing, finance, and accounting, procurement, inventory. As I told you, these are just definition. Okay, so ERP software system allows the business to achieve real-time business process. Okay, Anil, do you know what you mean by real-time here?
ERP system allows the business to achieve real-time business process. I think so. This is come from the data.
Okay, real-time in the sense, for example, suppose see the same example I will take. Suppose see you given the order for me for 10 quantity. So once I enter this sales order in my system, immediately I can see the 10 quantities reduced in my inventory are reserved in my inventory, right? Okay, once immediately happen inventory valuation, again I can see the inventory valuation has been decreased in my accounting. Okay, so this is happening real time, in the sense immediately it's happening. It will not take much time. So immediately effect you can see, that is called real time in SAP terminology. Okay, so ERP software system allows the business to achieve a real time business process. You can see immediately effect. It will increase the productivity, improve the delivery, reduce the cost, and increase the profit, increase the product quality, improve information and performance management, and overall it saves a lot of time. It saves a lot of time of the company, as well as it reduce the human efforts also. Okay, now see what happen if you go without ERP, there is no collaboration. So with the ERP we can collaborate working with real time data. Okay, that's why I ask you about real time data. Okay, so again now we are going to see about SAP R/3. Did you heard about this SAP R/3, Anil?
Yeah, I think so. Before it was like R3, it's a real-time 3, the connectivity. It's a 3-tier application layer, business layer, and the production layer.
Okay, not production application layer. See, first of all, R is stand for real time. Okay, now 3 stand for 3-tier of architecture. What is the architecture? First of all, okay, this is the topic. See, whenever I am taking the session, right, I'm just going little fast because you're already in the IT. So the people are are new. So again, what I'm doing is topics discussed in previous session. The same topic I'm going to discuss. That's why I'm going to skip this now. Okay, this is a recap.
Okay.
Whatever we done.
Okay. One slide before Mohammed. I want to see that SAP S4 HANA something. So that.
This one?
So this 1 minute. ECC. So before it was ECC, now it's been implemented into S4 HANA, right?
Yes.
So SAP is having their own database.
Yes, of
Okay,
course.
business one.
Yes.
I heard that SAP business one. Yeah, SAP business by design. Okay, right. Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
see,
you can go.
SAP ECC. See, still there are some 60% of the company they are using SAP ECC only. Okay, and
Oh.
SAP is given some kind of deadline for the companies so to migrate to the SAP S4 HANA as soon as possible. Okay, but
Okay.
you
So what
because
is business one?
business one, I don't know much about
Business
business
one.
one. Yeah, I don't know about that. I think
Okay.
it was earlier business one. Now it is become BI, I guess. BIBAW, business intelligent,
BI.
data analyst. I guess I'm not
Okay.
sure. I guess because the business one is the old one. Now they are migrated to business BI, business warehouse and business intelligent. We are using this one for data analyst. Microsoft Power BI.
Okay. Yeah, I know that,
Yeah,
sir.
same thing like in
Business
SAP.
intel.
Yeah, SAP also provide the business intelligent like data analyst kind of thing. Okay, so this one.
Okay.
Okay, this is just a recap. Okay, now we are going to talk about SAP R by 3. Okay, R stand for real time, and 3 stand for 3-layer architecture. Or 3-tier architecture. Or 3-layer architecture. Okay, so see here, I told you about real time. Some examples I am giving here. Whenever we do any transition, it will reflect immediately in the database. Okay, so that everyone can see and access the data. This is what the real time concept. For example, when you book a ticket online, immediately the seat will be reserved in your name on that day and on that time, right? So this is a real time data. Okay, example, when customer order product, system updates sales order immediately and stock or inventory get triggered or updated. Another example is once you deposit or transfer money to your bank account, immediately you can see the balance of your account, right? These are all are called real time. Okay, because what happened, Anil, whenever I'm teaching this candidate, they don't know anything about SAP, they don't know anything about the ERP. So I'm taking
Yeah.
right now I'm in the second session now. Okay, because I'm going very slow and
Okay.
teaching every concept. That's the reason I'm giving some examples here.
Okay.
I think you know very well these things, but still I'm going through. Okay.
Okay. Thank
Okay.
you.
See, the first layer of SAP architecture is database. Okay. The first layer of the architecture is database. Okay. Now before, okay, do you know how the in system how the data is stored in the database? Do you know that?
Yeah, I know that.
How?
Application layer, some middleware layer. Yeah.
No, in SAP or in SAP or non-SAP.
Yes.
Okay, the data is stored in stored in the form of tables and fields. Remember this. Data is stored in the database in the form of tables and fields. So what do you mean by tables and fields? I will show you what is the meaning of tables and fields later, but see the concept. For example, you many times you visited the library. Okay, many times, and you know the library. Okay, so whenever you are going to the library, okay, now just assume you are entering from here. So you want SAP security and GRC book. What you will do? Where you will go? They are see, and how we will find out SAP security GRC is available here only. This is a big library. How you will find? See, in library there are many sections, right?
Yeah.
In library there are many sections. Okay, they mention the technology books are available here, management books are available here, like, right? For example,
Yeah.
just assume that all technology books are available here, all management books are available here, all science books are available here, right? Okay, all like for example history kind of thing books are available here. So whenever you are entering the library, what you are asking, I want a specific technology book, right? So they will direct you to go to this section and you will get this book here. Okay, again you will find in this technology, again there are some some sections are there, right? Okay, sections are there, so you will find your book is available here. So in SAP, this is your table. The section itself is a table, and the record or you can see the book which you are picking from the library, that is a field. Okay, got my point?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. That's that.
I'll show here example. Okay, here the first layer is database. Okay, for example, see how the database is maintained. Do you know anything about database? I was asking this question. The same, it's like a hard disk. Same, it's like a hard disk, but in hard disk we could not find a table and field. This is the difference. Okay, I can save data anytime, anywhere. Okay, I mean there is no specific tables and fields are there. Okay, one more example I'll give you, the best example to understand. Okay. Okay, now I told about table and field. Why they maintain table and field? Do you know the logic? Example. Just assume this is your almara, or what you call it?
Yeah, almara.
Almara, right? Almara. Okay. Now in this almara, you have different section, right? Yeah, different section. Okay. Now here you can see your shirts and pants. Okay, this is for your kids. Okay, this is for your family. Okay, now now you want to take your shirts and your pants, everything is here. Okay, now when you open this almara, where you go and find your clothes? You are going to here, right?
Yeah.
You are not searching here, you are not searching here, you are not searching here. Got my point? You are not searching these sections. You are going directly here. You are going directly here because you know my clothes are here. Okay, if you are doing so, you are saving your time lot, right? You are not searching here. Unnecessary, you are not going here. You are saving the time. You are directly, what happens? You are directly going to your section and you are picking your cloth. The same way, database, in same way, database, what happened? There are many data are there. Okay, many data are there. All the data are stored in the form of tables and fields. Tables and fields, like this. Tables and
it's like keywords, and you can use the transaction codes.
Yes. So what happens?
So whenever we can put like one.
For example, one guy wants one guy want inventory data, one guy wants sales data, one guy wants like security data. So all the data in the database is stored in the form of what? Sections, like tables and fields, like that. Okay, like that the sections. So what happened? See here also there are many records are there, many fields are there. Okay, just assume. For example, here also what happens? Same thing. Suppose if you call for security and GRC, it will not go to other. It will not go to other section. It will never go here. Directly it will go to here and pick the data and show to you. That's the reason. In the database, the data is stored in the form of tables and fields. Okay, this is a very important concept. We are going to learn about the tables because in security we have tables and also fields. We are going to see this when we are learning technical part. Because we are going to learn. For example, we need to collaborate with technical guys. Whenever client need any customization, do you know what is the difference between customization and configuration, Anil?
Configuration means it's like it's in general configurations according to that the client requirements. The customization means we can do the customization according to the specific rules and regulations.
Can you give an example?
Okay, the customization means suppose there is like one type of that any functionality, right? But the client is asking like, so I need only like few things like those buttons, something like that. So we can use the part and we can tailor according to the client requirement.
Yes, exactly.
We can use the whole things. Yeah.
Yeah. See, just in customization, what we are doing. So already some standard data is available, right? So you are going to
Hmm.
change those things. For example, if the value is here, example the value is example 1 is there. So now the client wants the value, you need to change to 3. That is called customization.
Hmm.
Okay.
Hmm.
And for
Yeah.
example here you can see there are a lot of fields are there, right? A lot of fields are there. Here you can see some features are there. Okay. Now here you can see I want one tab here. I want extra tab here. For example, I want tab as a word. I mean I can convert this PPT directly to the word here. I want one tab here. This is called customization.
Hmm.
Because
Customization.
this for this one what we need to do, we need to collaborate with technical people. Okay, so whenever we are going to collaborate with the technical people, what he will ask, okay, tell me the table name and field name.
Hmm.
He is asking about what is the table name and what is the field name. If you are providing this, only he can change. Okay, even he ask also program name, but not necessary.
Hmm.
But sometimes he will ask about program name. So these you should know how to access these tables, how to access these fields, what tables I can give, what fields I can give, in the form of what? Because you are going to create functional specification. Remember,
Hmm.
you are preparing what? Function specification document. Okay, what is the client requirement and what exactly you need to change. Okay, so here in functional department, function specification department, sorry, document, you need to provide all the client requirement, and also you have to provide the table name and field name and program name. Okay, for that reason you need to learn about tables and fields. This is
Okay.
very important for everyone. Okay, now how data stored in database? The data in database is grouped into series of database records. See here, records is nothing but fields. Each database record is composed of smaller group of data called segment. So here the segment is like a table. I show you table. Okay. Now see, for example, I given an example. This is a huge library, a big library. So there are many books are there. If you want any kind of book, you cannot find one by one, right? You cannot find one by one. They make some sections. They kept some records. Okay, they are telling, okay, go to first floor, go to second floor and pick this book, right? So you are going to that first floor and you are picking the book easily. Okay, same happens. There are huge data is stored in the database. Okay, whenever you are asking or you are demanding any kind of data, okay, the system will not search in all the database. It will go to the particular table and it will go particular field. It will choose the field and give to you. Okay.
Hmm.
Here you can see the sections. I told you this is the sections. One section, and this is the records. These are books. So you are going to the section, and then you are picking the material, picking the books easily without spending much time. Okay. This is also, see, in if you go to the pharmaceuticals, you can see they they arrange pharmaceuticals, the drugs and all in a systematic manner, so that whenever I get the order, I can easily pick the product and give to him as soon as possible. Okay, same thing happen in the database. Here also in retail shop also they put this kind of products they are demonstrating. Okay, they are accessing the database. Okay, I'll show this later. See here, everybody who are working in different department, they are connecting to the database and they are getting the data. They are storing the data in the database, as well as they are getting the data from the database for access. Okay, real-time database layer. So what happened? We were talking about the database layer. What happened to that? So real-time means, so if you had observed in India till 1999, 98, 2000 time onward, till 2003, there was no concept of internet banking, right? You know that there is no concept of internet banking. The
Internet
internet
banking.
banking came afterwards in 2000. I mean 2002, 2004, as he mentioned. So prior to that, there was no concept of internet banking. Okay. So and whenever you did a transaction like deposit, run, withdrawals, it used to reflect the transaction. So used to reflect in the statement after a certain period of time. it is taking a lot of time to reflect in your statement. So like it is used to take at least half a day or one day 24 hours to update your transition into the database, right? Earlier. So there is a time lag. So there is a huge time lag between the transition happen and the database update. So that was not called a real-time database. That was not called real-time database. So where the time lag is zero, there is a no time lag between the transition happen and they updated into the database. That is called real-time database. Okay, real-time database in the sense immediately whatever we are doing the transition, whatever we are doing, whatever we are saving the data, we are inputting the data, immediately I can see it in the database. And all the department who are working in different department, they can easily access that data. Okay, now the first layer database architecture, that is the first time they launched in 1972 itself. In India, it was not there until 1998 and 1995. So they launched in 1972. It was some attractive features of software real-time database, but there are some demerits for that. Okay, they face some challenges. Anil, you are getting some disturbance, right? Not much.
Okay, it's fine, Mohammed.
Okay, fine. Okay. Oh, yeah, sure.
Yeah, it's little.
Yeah, it's
Yeah, it's
festival. It's
little bit
festival
okay,
going.
it's
It's
fine.
festival going on, na?
No problem.
Okay, no problem. Yeah. Okay, the challenges. See, when they launch the database, they face many challenges. Like they face many difficulties. Like people felt difficulty in operating the database because there is a no such way they can easily log into the database and access the database. So people are getting difficulty to operating the database because you cannot expect a common man to operate the database. You need expertise in that. The common man or the low skill level or medium skill level people cannot access the database. So it is not user friendly. So that is the problem they faced when the R1 architecture was launched. The people felt it difficult to operate SAP system because they have no interact with the database directly. Okay, there is no source that they can directly interact with the database. So for that reason, what they have done is in 1972, first R1 architecture was launched in, and second feature in 1979, just 5 years, R2 architecture was launched. Okay, almost 7 years. The second layer is presentation layer. The second layer is presentation layer. So what they have done is no need to interact directly with the database. They have introduced the first layer as a presentation layer. So now this one becomes the first layer, not the database. The presentation layer become the first layer. Database layer is become the second layer. So presentation layer is nothing but act as a user interface software. For example, GUI, graphic user interface, like that.
GUI, yeah.
Right? This is a GUI what we are using. See, now it become two-tier configuration. Directly the presentation server and database server. This is the concept they developed. Okay. Now presentation layer where the normal end user like a cashier or supervisor will interact with the system. So but actually data gets stored into the database. So that is called user interface software, or we can tell a GUI, graphic user interface. Okay. So this user interface software is nothing but they have introduced this software which is called as today, even we are using today, SAP GUI. GUI stands for graphical user interface. So use it to log in the system. Okay. So now when this presentation layer was launched, the second layer was database layer. User felt it is easy to operate in SAP. Okay, see, you can see here, this is a GUI, the where we are going to store like client name, user, password, and we are logging into the system. This is called the GUI of SAP. So this is the SAP easy access screen. Okay, but even then this was not so successful software in those days, 1979. It took them to decade almost 1992 when the R3 architecture was launched. So this is the R3 architecture was launched, means 3-layer real-time 3-tier architecture. Okay, the third layer is very important layer, that is called application layer. I told you application layer. Okay, I'm going forward, recapping this. Oh, just a moment. Okay. Third layer of architecture, application layer. Applications all like S&D, sales and distribution, material management, finance, HR,
Yeah.
all the things. Okay, the reason is why I show you this example. this example before that, I
The
show you
data,
this.
yeah,
Yeah, the data is stored in the form of tables and fields. So here also what happened, for
levels, yeah.
example, see here, this is our presentation server layer, sorry, presentation layer. This is your application layer. So application like that here, like that applications, like sales and distribution, material management, finance, and everything. And this is our database. So what happened here, it is connected like this. This is connected like this, and this is also all are connected to database. All are connected to database. So what happened, whenever somebody requesting or accessing any information for particular application, it is not going here. For example, if the application is related to here, it will directly come to here request, and it is going to database and fetching the data and going back. Okay, it will not coming here. It will not go here. Other application, it will not go to other applications. That's the reason they introduce the application layer. Okay.
Yeah.
Now, so what are the SAP application? As I told you, there are finance, sales and distribution, metal management. These are all applications of SAP. Okay. So first layer being the presentation layer, bottom layer is become the database layer, but in between these two something called application layer, as I told you. Okay. Now these
Yeah.
are the these are the client, in the sense these are all the systems, and whatever, suppose if I want any kind of information, so it's going to the application layer, then it's going to the database layer. So again, if I want to access any data, it's again coming to the application layer, then it is coming to the client.
Yeah.
Okay, SAP system are built on 3-layer architecture, consists of presentation layer, application layer, and database layer. This architecture enable efficient
Yeah.
data processing and business operation. You know, now how many layers are there in SAP? Do you know?
Yeah. Generally three, right?
No. Now
Cloud, I think cloud.
now it become 2 now.
Hmm. Hmm.
They remove this one. Now they only presentation and
Hmm.
S4 HANA.
Yeah.
They are integrated. They are integrated application server in S4 HANA itself. Okay, because this S4 HANA is their own database, they integrated this application layer here, and then only two, the presentation database. That's it as of now.
Wow.
Okay, so this is the old images, like application presentation server for user interaction, holds all application its code, database interface. It's all old one. Okay. So it was R by 3 architecture. So application server, you can see there are different application server, and these are all PCs. They are end user screen systems. They are interacting with the application layer, and application layer is interacting with the database layer, and storing the information, or you can access the information from the database. Okay, same thing. See here, the data and storage, how the information is passing. It's passing from presentation to application, application to database, again database to application, application to representation. This is the way the information is coming before. In ECC also it's coming like that only. Okay.
Okay.
The same thing here, same thing. One tier configuration, two.
So now it's become as like only 2 layers, right, Mohammed? Presentation layer as database layer.
Data S4 HANA database. That's
So
it.
database layer is
They
S4 HANA.
integrated the application layer in S4 HANA itself.
Okay,
Layer.
nice.
Okay, so impact of 3-layer architecture. Yeah, tell me. Tell me, Anil. If you
I think so. Now, can we call it like the R2
yeah,
or still R3?
yeah, no, it's R2 only.
Okay.
Now they are calling R2 only.
R2.
Okay, even they can ask you question. Okay, which layer? How many layers we are using right as of now? They are going to ask in interview. Okay, you can say earlier we are using R by 3, but now it's R by 2.
R2.
We are using, because SAP is having the own database, S4 HANA cloud database, and they are integrated the application layer in S4 HANA database itself. Now it become only the presentation server and layer, presentation server or presentation layer, and
Database
another is
layer.
database server. Okay, you can see, you can tell this one. Maybe they will ask. Okay. Okay, what is the impact of 3-layer architecture? So once they build this 3-layer, what happened? So after launching of this R3 architecture, SAP has grown abnormally. Now they are still the leader in the market. Okay, almost like in 2006, the boom of SAP started, but still they are leader in the market. Okay, usage of SAP has become very easier. People felt more comfortable using SAP because the result were very fast. Accessing and storing the data become fast because they segregated a layer into three, and in application like there are different applications, they built in the application layer. Okay, so here the time lagging is zero, almost zero. So it was very fast
Yeah.
processing machine. Again, it attract huge lot of customer from the world. That is when the SAP growth has started. In 1992 onwards, it has grown abnormally. And in India, you have observed the IT boom started in 1990 after 1995. Actually, you know that in 1990, 1995, we can see actually the IT is boomed. But it actually the SAP is, in India, they started in 2006. The boom started of SAP in India is 2006, 2005, 2006. Okay, so that is the when the company started in India. These are all giving the opportunity to the SAP whenever they introduce this three-layer. The boom is started in the India in 1990. The same date, they introduced the three-layer. That gave a big opportunity to the SAP people, SAP company owners. Okay, but actually the physical growth what we have seen after 1995, by 2000 2002 it was like a huge companies have been invested in India, and IT sector was very booming sector in those times. So the oldest SAP project in India started in 1998. So this is the data what I am having. Okay, so the first company to implement or to support SAP or to bring the SAP product to India was IntelliGroup. IntelliGroup was based at Hyderabad. Really, I'll telling you, Anil, I'm not impressing you, but whenever anybody is asking me, see the IT hub in Asia, not in India, is Hyderabad. Really,
Yeah.
see the talented
Based at
people.
Hyderabad.
Yeah, even suppose if any new software is coming in the market, the trainers are available in Hyderabad.
Exactly, man.
Right?
Amirpet.
Yeah, Amirpet. Oh my God. Many times I visited. When I was learning, many times I visited. And not only I found there, not only in India, I'm talking about Asia. You never ever find that kind of training, the teaching, and the trainer, the mentor, the facility. It's like we cannot compare to anyone. See, all are become money makers. All are almost people are
Exactly.
almost people are become money makers. But in Hyderabad, I'll tell you one story. Like my one of my friends' brother was learning SAP FICO in Hyderabad, like almost 2000, I guess 2010 or 2015 something. I not remember exactly. So at that time, he was learning from the one guy that his name is Satyanarayan Reddy. Okay, I don't know the this
Yeah.
one. I think Logic something institute name, but I think he's no more there. He's working somewhere, I guess. So that he was telling me he taught 6 months of FICO. 6 months.
Yeah.
I told okay, you spent 6 months.
Generally, it takes like that.
Yeah, he told okay, I took 6 months because he taught 6 months. So you see, if you go to Bangalore or Delhi, they'll tell in 1 month I'll teach you. Nothing will happen.
Yeah.
So really that is so here this is a big
Yeah.
witness. See here in this my history, we can see the big surprising things about Hyderabad. The first company to implement
I
this
know this.
IntelliGroup, right?
I know this company by IntelliGroup.
uh, and IntelliGroup is currently
Actually,
taken over by entity data.
mm,
Is it entity data?
entity,
Entity data in the sense NTT data, right?
entity data, right? So basically, so even in South Africa, we have that company by entity data.
This one, right?
Before it was the dimension data.
This one, right?
Entity, yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yes.
I work in this company here in High Tech City.
Mm.
High Tech City is there, right? High Tech City.
Yeah.
Yeah, I worked in entity data, High Tech City.
Hmm. Let me tell one story, Muhammad.
Yeah, tell me.
Actually, in 2005, so we have like it's like the group of friends. 3 members went to SAP in 2005, so they learned so different modules in 2005,
From
and
Hyderabad.
so by that, yeah, from Hyderabad.
Okay.
I came to Hyderabad after my masters. I came to Hyderabad in 2001. So by the time the software was like that, not that much of busy, right? So that's what I went to like designing side. I learned that web designing, something like the web development. I learned and I did some jobs, and by the time my friends learned SAP in 2003, 2004, 2005. You see now, I'm learning after 20 years SAP.
Oh, okay, okay. Okay, good, good. Okay, now here I can
Yeah.
see Intelli group does not exist. And if you see
Mm.
most of the managers, because I here is telling na the it is taken over by entity data, right? Okay,
Mm.
so not this entity here. I'll just change this one. Not this entity. This is entity like this.
NTT. NTT.
Okay, and if you see most of the managers and senior managers of every company is from Intelli group only. Today SAP Project are once upon a time they are apart from the Intelli group. And after
Mm.
that Satyam was another company which was leader in SAP. And
Mm.
after Satyam fell down in 2008, the client of Satyam went to all other companies like Accenture, Capgemini. I mean, the most of the clients are moved to other company, Accenture,
Mm.
Capgemini, like that. So it was like a Satyam fall down led to the growth of other company in India like Accenture, Capgemini. Again, I mean, the Satya when fall down, it will open the door for other company, right? Otherwise,
Understand.
he's a manipuli in the market. He's the only one guy, Satyam.
Okay.
He's a king in the market.
Mm.
So
Yeah,
grabbing the
Satyam Ramalinga.
grabbing the clients of SAP from Satyam. See what is they are using the word
Mm.
grabbing the clients from the SAP from the Satyam. Satyam was once upon a leader in SAP, like it was giving a huge competition to the people. See, if it is not happen,
Mhm.
they will never ever get his clients, the Accenture or other companies. So that was the
Yes,
about
yes,
previous
ma'am.
history of SAP, how started.
Mhm.
Okay, okay. So this is all about this thing. Okay, this is all SAP. Okay, I will talk about this SAP implementation methodology and support project in other session, Anil. Okay, do you know anything about this
Mhm.
implementation implementation phases, Anil?
Yeah. Yes. I know the concept of that implementation, so but I don't know exactly so these stages, Mohammed.
Okay, okay, no problem.
But I know the project.
I'll just
It's
check.
like project initial.
Okay, I'll just check how
Mm.
many slides are there. I don't know how many slides are there. Okay, well, okay,
Mhm.
only thing. Okay, I'll explain this one in next session. Okay. What I
Mhm.
will do,
Yeah.
I will explain this one, all the phases of implementation methodology, all the phases, what exactly happen,
Mhm.
and what is your roles and responsibility. Otherwise, I will do one thing. When we start our
Mhm.
SAP security, I will start from this phase. Okay, what exactly you are
Okay.
doing here?
Mm.
Second phase, what you are doing here. So I will start from there.
Mhm.
So next session, what
Mhm.
I will do, I'll prepare one more this thing, SAP security and GRC. I will
Mhm.
take this one as a next session tomorrow.
Okay.
Tomorrow I'll talk about all
Okay.
about SAP security and GRC. Then we will discuss on this.
Mhm.
Then once this session will over,
Mhm.
then we will start. Meanwhile, what I will do, I will talk to that guy to provide the lab. Okay, because today
Okay.
is
Okay,
holiday,
bye.
right? It will take some 2 to 3 days. So today, if I pay
Mhm.
today, then it will take 2 to 3 days. He will give some server login credential and all. Okay,
Yeah,
so
yeah,
you
yeah.
can use from
I will
anywhere.
pay.
Yeah.
And also, let me pay today, Muhammad.
Okay.
And you see now what we discussed, right?
Mm-hmm.
You can take the classes like 1 hour or sometimes 1.5 hour, right? Even if you have like, so if you available, so maybe you can take like 1 hour, 30 minutes the same day by I'm available.
Okay, fine, fine, Anil. What? See, that's why I'm telling you. See, anyhow, like my
Hmm.
work will start afternoon only. So what I will do, I'll try
Mhm.
to go as fast as possible because see, these you know very well all the concept. Okay, and they will not ask interview questions in that except R by 3 1. Might be they will
Hmm.
ask.
Hmm. Hmm.
Just a minute. I got a call. Okay, and
Yep.
see, whenever we start some confusion, right? I'll try to go little fast,
Mhm.
but again, I will not,
Hmm.
see, if you are getting confusion, I'll go some little slow. Okay, I don't think so you will get confusion, because it's a very easy model.
Sure, sure.
Okay, it's very easy model. See, if you are ready, then I will take 1 to 1.5 hour. Depend upon what kind of topics we are going to discuss. Okay. I'll try to
Sure,
take
bhai.
minimum 1 hour, maximum 1.5 hour. I'll try to take session, Anil.
Yeah. Yeah, even so after 1.5 hours, so when you free, like sometimes so you will be free, right, Mohammed?
Mm-hmm.
So even by that time, just you can send the message, Anil, I'm free. So can we connect like 1 hour after or something like that? Just you can send me that message,
Okay,
then
okay,
so we can
okay.
connect.
I will do that. If I'm really free, definitely I'll do that. Otherwise, not.
Hmm.
Otherwise, not possible for me,
Yeah.
because see,
Otherwise, yeah.
yeah,
So
yeah,
it's take
yeah.
like
Because
1 hour.
yeah,
Yeah.
because actually, the thing is like there are a lot of things I need to handle, and you know the lot of
Hmm.
the work pressure I'm having. So I
Hmm.
cannot. I don't think so. I can give commitment for you. I don't think so. But I will try.
Hmm.
See, anyhow, I'm giving 1 to 1.5 hour. See, after this session, after this demo session on SAP
Hmm.
Secure GRC, we are going to start the practical, right? We are going to start the practical,
Hmm.
this thing, once we get the lab. Okay.
Hmm.
So I think one
Sure,
to two,
definitely.
yeah, he will take 2 to 3 days giving the lab, because he will setting the lab for us. So once we start the lab, na, see,
Hmm.
whenever we are spending 1 to 1.5 hour on lab, you need to spend more hour on
Hmm.
the lab. Okay.
Yeah,
So
sure, definitely. I will go
I
through.
recommend you
Going
whenever,
practice.
yeah, I recommend you whenever, if I even I'm not available, do 10 times practice. Okay, do 10 times,
Hmm.
for example.
Sure.
See, you do,
Hmm.
you have to give commitment that, okay, I'll practice for 2 hour, 3 hour, 4 hour per day. Okay, see, sometime
Hmm.
what happen now, that
Sure.
it will, starting it will it is looking like, okay, it's very easy, I can do it. But later on, also, one by
Hmm.
one, when you are learning, and if you are forgetting the previous one, no, you cannot understand, because your previous concept is base for your future concept. Okay. for,
That's true,
for
bhai.
example for
Yeah,
example
I
I'll
agree.
tell you one more example. Every time I'm telling this
Mhm.
to my students. See, there are two things are there, right? One,
Mhm.
SAP security, another is GRC. See,
Yes. Yes.
if you are not perfect in SAP security, you cannot configure GRC.
Hmm.
Okay, because SAP security is a base for GRC. If you don't know
Hmm.
SAP security, how it works, what exactly we are doing configuration, you cannot work on GRC. and and in a real time, what happens now, uh, they are asking only, sometimes they are asking GRC consultant. Sometimes they will not
Hmm.
mention, they never ever mention, okay, we require security and GRC. They will mention directly GRC consultant. So it including, by default,
Mhm.
in including security. Remember,
Okay.
because security is what,
Hmm.
without security you cannot do uh, GRC. So
Oh.
nowadays I could see the many company, they are talking about GRC consultant or GRC analyst. Okay, they never talk about, most of the times they never talk about security, but it includes security,
Hmm.
because we know, everybody knows security is a base for
Hmm.
GRC. If anybody don't know the
Hmm.
security, they cannot do GRC.
Hmm.
Okay, so that's the reason.
Understood.
Yeah, please, I'll give all kind of, the document for you to practice. Also, I'll provide you the recorded videos. Okay. In
Hmm.
security, what you need to do, I make one, work easy for you. You should not,
Hmm.
go through video. I'll just give one document to practice.
Hmm.
I'll show you now.
Okay.
I'll show you one document. Just a moment. I think this is the one, I guess. See, I have given all the
Hmm.
steps, like, see here, all the steps,
Hmm.
what you have to do. See, screenshot, with the screenshot, see here, login.
Hmm.
Okay, then what you have to do, everything I mentioned here. See here, going and clicking the user, every steps I have given here. I am going to give this document to you. Okay, see, you are
Okay.
spending time on recorded videos and noting down all the
Hmm.
points. No, don't do that. Just refer this document. Okay, I prepared only, as
Hmm.
of now, I prepared only for security and some extent in GRC, not all the concept,
Hmm.
but some extent. But if you follow those documents, you need not to watch the recorded videos again. But keep this recorded video with you so that you can refer whenever you need any kind of explanation. Okay?
Okay, bye.
Okay, fine. I will apply today
Yeah, we'll
for
do.
lab, Anil. Today I will apply for lab.
Okay, bye.
Okay.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. Okay,
Let me
Anil.
pay the money first.
Okay.
Okay.
You got my bank details,
Okay,
right?
Muhammad. Yeah, I got your details.
Yeah. Okay. Okay, fine, Anil. Okay then. Thank you very much. See you tomorrow then.
Okay, see you
Yeah.
tomorrow.
Thank you
Bye.
then. Yeah. Bye bye.